I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for Justice Hill. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. He's got a first down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A good pickup there at 22.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey! Check 20.
Newton to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Watch the run.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and it's Hill again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd down and goal. Jackson is going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run for it with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready? Right to the 3. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 20. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Cooper was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin the drive with Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. Crunch. 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 Yup, yup. 58.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. You better be afraid of me.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Set, hut. 18 gator, 18 gator. Let's get it anyway.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from you. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Run for Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 1 yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gun.
Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 1 yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle run deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Newton on 1st down. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
That's going to be a long day.
To throw is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Newton on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 52, Mike 52.
from the 31. Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert 3.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. That's it. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Throwing again is Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Big hit. Ready? 780. 58 to Mike. It's our time. Gun. Switch. 8.
Now Newton on third and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Again, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
You're not ready.
They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Gerald McCoy, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Hardy set to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
20.
Here's Pollard again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down,
Mike 58, right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's second down. The lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Push him back. 58.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Shit. 20.
To throw again. Newton. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Pollard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing is Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Whip. Watch the whip. 49, check 49, check 49. Get Mike. Watch the run.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Hill. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready? 180! Great! Win championships, baby!
Newton to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Newton now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
Ready? 133!
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.